Good day, guys. I hope you're good. So the reason why we're doing this video is just to show you like the signals we share. Most of them, they are scalp trades and intraday trades. So some of them, they might come fast. So you need to know where you take profit and where your stop loss should be. So I'll give a few examples on the trades we took last week, starting with today. This particular setup, this is a point of entry. It's an Asian range low. So we possibly expecting price to push up here before we sell. So this could happen at New York session. So right now, this is a scalp setup. Right? It's a continuation trade based on this pattern here. So what we're expecting is price to get into this order block here. If you check to your left-hand side, there is an order block from Friday's price right here. So we're expecting a possible drop into here before price possibly makes its way here. So when you take your trade at current market price, you should make sure your stop loss is tight, especially for the scalp trade. So when we share the signal, we tell you whether if it's not a scalp trade, then you know you should hold to TP. If it's a scalp trade, then you need to start scaling out as the price is moving until the last take profit. And also, soon as your trade gets like halfway, when it gets to 1:1 risk to reward, you put your stop loss on break even, so that if price turns back, it doesn't affect your capital. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, if you notice on the left, we took a trade also on USD ZAR. You see this one marked. Let me just zoom it in. We took this particular trade on Friday. That was also a London session trade. So if you're on trading view, you want to scalp down to smaller, you want to go down to smaller time frames like M3. We mainly use M3, M2, M1 for scalp trades. Okay, you want to go to M3, then you want to check your 50 EMA. So if you see, this is the setup we took. We had this channel here, a break and a retest. We took this trade and we were aiming for these moving averages. This is the 200 EMA. This is the 50 EMA. So we started scaling out here. Stop loss at break even. And as the price is moving, you just trail. So the main thing is you need to know where your order flow is going. So these particular signals, it will be wise if they are taken by people who already know how to place trades. So if it's a scalp trade, it means it's fast. You do not want to hold a big loss. Let's say price started to come here. That's why you see our stop loss was tight here. So if it's a scalp trade, stop loss has to be tight. Then on any other setup, on any other day, what we do for intraday setups is we try to sell from the high of the day, which means stop loss goes just above that high of the day. Then we try to buy from the low of the day. Stop loss goes just below the low of the day. Let me see. I think we took trades on EU as well on Friday. I'll try to show you an example. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you check, okay, we had a buy from the, okay, this was a London session trade. I still believe we took a sell. I think I might have deleted, but anyways, we had a buy here, scalp buy as well. We were aiming for this order block here, so overall the price was bearish, but we were trading the pullback. So if you check, same thing, you enter, stop loss is tight, right? Because we're not buying from the LOD and anticipating a move to go up. That's why stop loss wasn't here, because the trend was down. So once you know where your trend is going, just make sure you put your stop loss at an appropriate place. Then just hold your trade to TP. So that's what I wanted to advise mainly is when you take your trades, you might have clean charts or you might have moving averages. If you've got the 50 EMA, kindly use it to your advantage. EU, we haven't traded yet. We're waiting for a setup London session. So just make sure your stop losses are tight. And if a trade is not playing out, let me see if I can get an example. Let me see. I want to look for an example. Let's say just for argument's sake, let's say we had bought here and stop loss was here. Or let's say we bought, I want to give a sort of a clear example. Let me see. I want to use like an actual trade which we took. Because I remember even on Friday, we had some trades which we exited at break even. Okay. So let's say we had sold here. We know our price is going down. Our stop loss has to be here, right? If this price decides to come up, possibly take profit, this trade would have been something like this. Okay, let's say it's 1:3 or even 1:2. So let's say we were selling like that. Then what you notice is soon as we sold, price turned and started to come up. So you see stop loss is tight. It's better to lose a small amounts. Then once you get a confirmation, a break in the retest, you can always re-enter your trade and still recover that small loss. That's why we advising tight stop losses, and do not hold losses for long. So your trade should either end in a small, either a small win, a small loss. Okay, small win, small loss, break even. Break even simply means no loss, no profits, or a big win. So big wins come once in a while, but you know, when you're taking small wins, they eventually accumulate to big wins. Just make sure your losses are small so that even when you accumulate small wins, they'll still give you a good day, a good week, or a good month. So I thought I should just share that with you. This is mainly for those who are in our DMRs, because sometimes we give a signal. If it's scalp, then we cannot continue updating on the setup. So you should know when to exit your trade, when to scale out as well, things like that. So I hope this short video helps. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to ask.